All right, so you're back, ready to dig into some of these awesome tips you guys sent in about teaching patience.
Mm.
Because let me tell you, some of these are gold.
And you're so right thinking about it like teaching something. It's like patience. It's not like innate. It's definitely a skill, you know?
Absolutely. Not something you're just born with, right? Like,
Yeah.
my kid's not going to pop out and be like, 1 moment, please, while I patiently await my snack.
Right. It's way more like learning to ride that bike.
Uh,
You're going to have some wobbles, maybe a few scrapes, but ultimately the freedom you get.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
And look, speaking of learning by doing, the first tip we've got here is all about modeling patience.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, how often do we really nail this one?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because, like,
Yeah.
I know I'm guilty of my fair share of less than patient moments, let's put it that way.
Right.
We're all works in progress, right?
Yeah.
But it's so true what you said about modeling. Because
What's that?
especially at this age, kids are just little sponges. They pick up on everything.
Oh, yeah?
They're watching how we react to things
Yeah.
way more than they're absorbing, like, a lecture about patience. You know what I mean?
Totally. Oh my gosh, it's so funny you say that. I have this really vivid memory of my mom trying to teach me about patience while simultaneously laying on the car horn.
Oh, no.
Like full-on road rage moment. And I was like, mixed messages here.
Exactly. It kind of proves the point, right? It's not about being perfect, because no one is. It's more like letting them see us make the effort, even if we stumble a little.
Which brings us to the next big thing, practice. We've got to give kids the opportunity to actually practice waiting, right? Like build that muscle. Yes. And it's almost like you're rewiring their brains a little because you're teaching them to kind of resist that instant gratification impulse.
Which, let's be real, even we struggle with that. Hello, online shopping.
Exactly. But yeah, that whole being able to tolerate a little discomfort, maybe wait a bit for what you really want, that's huge.
Huge. So how do we actually do that? Because the source we've got here had some really practical ideas.
Right. It's about finding those little opportunities in everyday life, like waiting for your turn in a game, waiting for, oh, I don't know, cookies to bake.
Oh, the smell. Talk about a test of patience.
Right. Or even just like waiting for a story to continue. These are all little chances to practice.
Micro-training. For all those bigger weights, life throws your way.
Exactly. And it's not even just like avoiding tantrums in the cereal aisle, which, don't get me wrong, is a plus.
Oh, 100%.
But studies showed this stuff is linked to like better grades, stronger relationships, even better health down the line.
Wow. Okay. Long-term benefits right there.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the modeling, the practice. What else should we have in our little patience toolkit?
Well, two things I think go hand in hand. Positive reinforcement and calming techniques.
Yes. Give them something to do with all those feelings.
Exactly. Instead of that generic, good job waiting, try something like, wow, I know you were feeling antsy, but you used your deep breaths and waited so calmly. I'm really proud of you. You're acknowledging their feelings, praising the effort.
You're giving them a strategy.
Exactly.
So good. Okay, but here's something I struggle with, and maybe you can relate. Consistency. It's so easy to try these things once or twice, then life gets crazy and we're back to square one.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like any skill, right? Going to the gym once doesn't magically make you, an Olympic athlete.
Definitely not.
You need that consistent effort, the patience. Which, see what I did there?
I see you.
But seriously, celebrating those little victories along the way makes such a difference.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. And you know what? Even if our own patience needs a little work, any step we take towards helping our kids manage those big feelings, it's a win.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
And on that note, maybe this whole deep dive is a good reminder that we could all use a little dose of patience ourselves from time to time.
Yeah.
Just something to think about.